long-term, just straight Tesla investing, because over 5 years with the PE ratio it has, this and that, uh, you really haven't made a lot on it compared to everything else out there, but Tesla's brilliant in knowing what they need to do to stay afloat in rough times, like
So true.
throwing out a quantity with, Optimus. So everybody can crunch numbers and go, okay, by 2030, that should double their overall bottom line. So we still like it, even though the sales were shit. They're always going to have something to be like that floor to hold them up. Because I think they still have more pain to come, maybe another quarter or so. But I love the company, but the stock has kind of been a dog for investing. Day trading's one thing. I've made a lot of money day trading Tesla last few years, but just straight investing, unless you were in early,
Oh, it's tough.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
You gotta
yeah,
be okay with the back and forth game a little bit, you know?
yep.
You know what I
It's a
really like
hard one to just,
ETF, like, people that can get the TSLL. I mean, I've made phenomenal money on that one. So, I mean, I still think that, if you're a smaller accounts and you're not afraid to put money in the ETF, I mean, TSLL is the bull 2X. You just park it
yeah,
and it's pretty reasonably priced around $12 and 6 cents. I mean, if it goes under 10, to me, it's a strong buy, especially if it goes under 8.50, which it did do at one time. It's a really good opportunity there for people with smaller accounts to put a little bit of money in there, whatever you're comfortable putting in, and just leave it alone. Like leave it there for the next 2 to 5 years. You'll do extremely well, in my opinion, with that one.
Agreed,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I agree for the most part. The thing that happens to me with Tesla is I plan on investing. Like, okay, I'm not going to sell this for 10 years, and I end up selling it because it goes on some
Yeah.
insane run and it rips, 80% in 2 months. And I'm like, I have to close this position out. And then I'm always glad I did, because it comes all the way back down. It's a great trading stock, but ah,
I
it's
know.
for people that just buy and forget it. You're not making kind of shit the last 5 years, but there's money to be made for sure. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in it for almost not the whole 5 years, but a decent amount of it, and, I mean, it's exactly what you're saying, right? We had that one run, the Trump pump,
Yeah.
and that got me really excited, but, I also have a price fairly low, so us coming back in all this time, like, I'm still green, luckily,
Yeah,
but, definitely seen the P&L fluctuate a decent amount, right? And again, that's just, it's part of the investment with Elon, and until
for
things get
sure.
a little bit more, I guess, stable, you could call it in that area, you know? But I'm
I think
I'm in
he's
for
seeing
it.
it. I think he sees it a little. He has pulled back since the yeah, but no, he actually hasn't. He went crazy with Epstein stuff last week. I take that back. But yeah, like Tesla was one of my top picks for 2025, and it hit all my targets in like 30 days. So I'm like, all right, I got to sell it.
Yeah.
We hit a new all-time high. Like it did what it was supposed to do. It's just doing it in 2 months instead of 2 years. Like no complaints for me, especially at that market cap. It's insane.
Yeah.
So for sure. What earnings you guys excited about this week?
I'm gonna listen to the Hood earnings call. I usually don't listen to too many earnings calls because, to be honest, I'm just usually doing some sort of work of some kind during the earnings calls. But I want to make sure I'm on the Hood one. Want to listen to that. Usually, our boy Evan from Stock Market News is asking a question or two on there too. So gonna
Nice.
listen to that, and then I mean, of course, the Mag Sevens are gonna be a big deal. I probably won't listen to the
Yeah.
calls, but definitely keeping an eye on everything. And like I said, I'm taking a lot less opportunity this week.
Yeah. No, for
I'm
sure.
definitely listening to Sophie tomorrow because I
Yes.
am
Yeah,
invested. I'm
that'll
a
be a good
long-term
one.
investor in Sophie, and I've been having this
Yes.
one here under $10. So I'm going to definitely be listening to that one tomorrow morning. Spotify is a great one. It's a great growth stock, actually, but I'm not invested in Spotify. But Sophie for sure. And I am loving. Can't wait to hear Robinhood because I've had that one for like 20, like under $20. So it's one of my longer term holds. I've had done extremely well with that one.
Yep.
Nobody wanted it back then.
Exactly. Everybody hated on
Nobody wanted
Robinhood.
me
My
too. People
average,
hate
yeah,
me.
yeah. My average on Robinhood, I think, is like around 14 or 15. My SoFi average is 7. And those were like my two favorite companies over the last year. SoFi, I love the numbers, everything behind SoFi. I want to see it be sustainable. I don't want to see like kind of that curl down. I want to see what they report with, like, like the interest rates that they're pulling the trigger with. I love SoFi though, and a lot of people didn't like SoFi for a long time, and I've seen that tide kind of shift over the last year. Yeah, SoFi is definitely top one for me. It's a very polarizing name, either love it or you hate it. I think I've noticed that. But my theory is this: I think the reason SoFi took so long to really get where it's at today is because it is a company that kind of shakes up and disrupts the people making the price targets, the analysts, the buy and sell ratings, everything else. They're direct competition to that. Brick and mortar banking and investing, they're kind of like the anti that in a lot of ways. It seems like they have great earnings, they rip, and then it's just pushed right back down, like substantially, and then it rips to a higher high. So it's definitely got the retail backing, some institutional backing, but I'm interested to see SoFi for sure. I agree with you on that one.
Just watching SPY here if it reverses and gets over 630, 659. I'm kind of watching that spot right there.
Yeah.
If it breaks.
Looks like they wanted to take out the lows one more time on ES, but still holding those morning lows in NQ. You got that divergence. I still like potential upside from this
I
410.
still like buying dips on NQ today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. We're on the same page. I love that. I love when me and Emp are on the same page.
And we haven't even been able to like go fill the gap and like test the close.
I
I
know.
mean, that's
I know. Yeah.
Nvidia's making new all-time highs, and
Agreed.
I don't understand the bearishness.
I completely agree.
Not from this crew, just from like a general sentiment I've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
around,
No.
seen
I know you're
around.
not speaking about anybody specifically. Yeah.
I don't mind where ES just came off of, actually.
No, dude, this was
That
that was
area.
my last line in the sand, Emp. If we rugged through this 410, it was kind of wraps given the higher time frame, and bulls are holding this higher time frame. I really like the longs into the close from this area if you're gonna do anything, honestly. But
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the 636 in the money because I want to be in the money for these option calls into the
true that.
close. I mean, the 636 is where like 225 high a day, and that's like 50 cents. So I might take a stab at this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll take some here and hold it
Yeah,
at 50 cents.
some resting equal highs at 419 on ES. Could see those get ripped into. Really I would like to say way higher. But it's tough to expect that.
I mean, I don't have like high expectations, like we're gonna go make a new high day or anything.
No, not quite
I
there.
just, I just think we come back to that kind of area we opened up overnight in Q. It's in the 500s. Yes, probably not that high, but like back towards the value area highs Friday, about 14, 15 points higher VWAP probably
Where's
by the
50%
end
of
of
the
the
New
day.
York session? That's what I want to know. 50% of New York session is 64.2150 on ES. Probably don't want to be longer than that. And Q looks slightly better here. That new 4-hour candle did open 20 minutes ago. Could potentially be the low of it with that big bottom wick, but you never know for sure. So you get some real momentum.
This needs to go lower. I'm gonna absolutely lose it if it doesn't go lower. It doesn't give me my feels.
Now Rizzo wants lower.
This guy.
I considered a short up there into like the 460s. Oh, I did. I scratched it for like a point loss. It's not worth it. I'm
Like
hedged to the
if we come
downside.
back to 420, 420s on NQ, like make another lower low, 420s, 418, 424, that area, I will try to buy again there.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. 420s and 410s, 406. Risking 390.
Just don't even know if we're gonna get that.
We can't trade down there. Oh my gosh, it's complete ineptitude from sellers. We're just out of sellers, I guess.
Ineptitude.
Like, I would be astonished if we can't make new lows.
They're trying. But this 410 area is like my spot. So if we're really rugging under this, I'm not going to like the longs anymore.
Yes, I don't know what it can do. Maybe trade down to
Yeah.
like the point of control last.
It's also
3
weaker,
sessions.
so if we're going to dip more, I expect it to probably be on NQ, but because we've already taken out the spots needed on ES, I expect it to hold now, but who knows?
Maybe like 06 on ES.
Why is this backwards day where Rizzo's like
I'm not
cheering
short.
for
I
down and
want
I'm
to
cheering
long
for
from
up?
lower.
Yeah, I hear you.
But this market wants to reward freaking double bottom, triple bottom, quadruple bottom buyers. Don't like it.
I mean, my Friday prediction worked out pretty well though. I even said it last night again on Evan's stream. We push up one more time overnight, and then we just fade.
Yeah, I'm glad I swung long NQ. If I was trading this session from a flat PNL, I would be absolutely losing it.
I made all my money last night. This morning, I'm just like slightly green. Comparatively, it's still a really good day. But honestly, didn't add anything to last night's trade this morning. What is rugging? Is it banks? It must be banks.
I guess. Something keeps taking us lower.
I mean, the dollar breaking out is not helping us.
Yeah, probably not.
Just trying to figure out where the like big weakness is.
Yeah. Well, especially in this area, because I mean, this morning I made sense to me, but as we're getting into the bottom of the spot, makes less and less sense for the shorts to be super aggressive here to me. But of course, there's scenarios where I can be wrong, right? Not always going to be right. So
I mean, Microsoft's not helping us.
just cruising down.
New low day.
Ooh, sad.
Netflix new low day.
Sad.
Meta new low day. We have Broadcom and Nvidia basically new all-time highs.
Yep. Nvidia's trying to hold previous high a day from the first 30 minutes of the day off
Hold
this
it.
flag. If we get a little hot on SPY and Q whatever, I think I'm gonna go into a little Nvidia call position off that because it has stayed the strongest. So
Love it.
that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Good
I'm
stuff.
not taking anything yet.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a swing on Nvidia for 180s
Nice.
mid August because I just feel like, especially with the earnings, you could get like what Google said the other day, just hey, we're actually going to spend more
Yep.
still. So I just think there's your beneficiary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. This is the
So
week every quarter that kind of gives us a sneak peek into Nvidia's contracts with all the big companies. So we get a little bit of a sneak peek of that through some of that.
And that's looking really good. That's making some nice moves today. ANET, very strong today. So we'll see if it can go. Just gonna head towards 120, and that
yeah, I think you're right. I think the argument's almost that Nvidia's you find out more about Nvidia's earnings from others than you do
Mm,
from their actual report. Well, you hear all these other companies tell you how much they're spending.
absolutely. For the prefers kind of swinging shares versus options, I did open IoT position today. Uh, it's a little obscure, but I've been looking into it a little bit, and I think the setup right now is pretty nice for a possible push, 40-50%. So that is one share position I opened today. I have a stop loss set at loss of like 36 or so, 10% stop, looking for like 30-40% on it.
There's also mentions of IoT in a newsletter today too by Altucher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, positive mentions.
Nice.
So that's why there was some volatility on it earlier in the day. It was mentioned around 10:55 this morning.
Love
That's
that.
That should
awesome.
work in your favor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wrote up a little thing about them yesterday. I think Intel is going to keep drilling too. I think Intel ends up back down at like $19. I would not be surprised.
Oh, poor INTC.
Yeah, it's just had a rough time. It looks super hot, and then it's like, we're not going to do anything
I
Rough
over and
know,
over
decade.
every
again.
time.
Yeah.
Kind of like small caps, little sector.
It's how it behaves. It is.
Yeah.
It's such a tease. Abusive relationship with Intel, I'll tell you.
Oh my God. And
Oh,
don't forget, it had a horrible CEO. The guy that was running it before was terrible. And now that we got Liputin running the show, I think that we'll see eventually, give him a couple quarters. I think Liputin, this will be a turnaround stock, in my opinion, down the
Mm,
road. So one to still have on a watch list and keep a watch on it, because I think Liputin is the right guy from the semiconductor space now that he's the CEO. I mean, he used to be on the board, but now he's the CEO of the company. And he's only been there like 4 months, 5 months. But I think this is a great, it's kind of like one of those beaten down stocks. It's really had bad management, bad everything. But I think that with him running the company now, I think that and him, managing the costs, cutting costs, and all that stuff, we'll see some good things. I think down the road. I think we'll see it get worse before it gets better. But I
yeah.
think there'll be a lot of good, like upside potential on this company. I think the turnaround will be really good with everything that they're doing. So keep a watch on that
Yeah.
one. It's a great one down the road.
Yeah, it's like one where you every time it dips below 18, $19, just add, or go a couple years out on leaps, give it time if you're going to do options, but just add 100 shares, 50 shares, whatever, every time it tips below, because we've got a good floor between what 17.80 and $19. So it's a good risk reward there to just continually just add some in and forget about it. I would agree with that.
You remind me of every time we were dipping under $100 on AMD. I literally just had resting orders there all the time, just waiting to pick it up.
I permanently deleted AMD off my watch
I
list.
did
It's my
too. I'm all
biggest
gone.
loser.
I took my profits like towards the beginning of the year on the individual and my long
Yes,
term, and I rotated all that into SPY and QQQ, and I'm living
that
happy.
is hilarious.
Yeah,
I looked
got rid of it all. Bye bye.
Yep, I looked at my long term, like AMD is my biggest loser ever as far as win rate and monetary dollar loss. I'm like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
We
Every
all
time
have
I think
those
it's going to
names.
bounce.
We all have a few of those,
Yep, yep, mine's AMD.
Yeah,
And then it rips to like the second I give up on it, it's like, oh, we're ready now, finally.
of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice pop. The Bulls are holding where they need to save this thing a bit, but nothing too outsized yet. Just a little itty bitty
They better
pop.
hold. I'm in these contracts. I'm red right now, but they're turning around nicely. The
They're
636 I
trying.
paid 50 cents. They're now like 42. So
Small caps look a little stronger off the lows, actually. Gold had a nice
And
bounce too. Crude oil.
you is ripping right now. I think
Oh,
you can really get a second leg up here. It's a nice fibs pullback we have the last few days after that initial bounce. As long as we hold, what, 32 or so, which was that resistance for like that better part of a couple years here. As long as we hold that, I mean, we really could get a next leg up on this one. So it's definitely one I'm interested in overall, and what it does here at this pullback. Nice 2% day on a day where a lot of tech was, neutral red. So could pick up enough nice bid up to 38 again off this flag for a little short-term swing.
Yeah, you've been doing really good. It's been a great
Yeah.
trader, specifically on the swings lately.
Absolutely.
Volume coming in on Tesla on the actual comments here. Volume search right here on Tesla. So let's see it reverse here.
Let's
Looking
go.
for a nice move on Tesla this week.
We like that. That's good for the market to bounce back a bit here too. She can.
Stop selling Microsoft. That's what
I know they need fucking
Tesla does look pretty solid.
Where can Microsoft bounce? That's the question. Let me look.
Take your
Oh.
pick. It just any short dated moving average, it bounces.
Get ready for the potential bounce. We're about to take out Friday's lows and tap into a big daily fair value. We just tapped into it. I'd expect things to slow down a bit here on Microsoft to the downside and maybe try and flip. Or at least go sideways. Maybe not full reversal, but yeah. What about Apple? Apple's holding. I mean, that's a huge spot on Microsoft, so see if she can hold this general area. Maybe we need to sell a little bit more through this imbalance. I don't know.
I mean, I see a comment about SoFi saying it's a dead stock. It hasn't moved in 4 years. We could say that about Palantir. We could say that about Hood. We could say that about what other stocks have absolutely ripped and just recently broke 2021 highs.
Bigger the
I mean,
consolidation, bigger the move too.
Yep, exactly. So you can say it hasn't moved in 4 years. And I know I kind of made a little bit of that argument with Tesla, but with Tesla, it's like just because of the eyes on it, this and that. Like if you invested 5 years ago, it was an equal price. I definitely did. But like, I mean, all these stocks that ripped in 2021 early some of them are finding their way back up. Some aren't, but so I wouldn't call SoFi necessarily a dead stock. I think it's behaving like a lot of stocks that last year were 10 baggers, including like Hood and Palantir. I think the charts look very similar. So we'll see.
Agreed. Well, and you have Moat for catalysts now too. So
Yep.
now it's like there's potential for it. Alrighty, yes. What can you do? Is Microsoft still taking it?
Microsoft's down, but really, people need to sometimes zoom out and go, okay, how many percentage wise, how much is it down? It's not even down 1%. Like honestly, this stock's going to $600 this year. Like this is a gift. I mean, anything time this goes down. I mean, oh my gosh, if this went below 500, I'd be like scooping some up. But I don't know if it'll go below that anytime soon. But never say never. It could do that in August, but I don't know. Microsoft, it's making some pullback. There was some news earlier that causing a little pullback, but it's all honestly just noise and drama. Microsoft is no joke, a fabulous company and AI play and all that stuff. So, just if you like it, just watch for good entries. That's all. Nothing wrong with it.
Slapped again. Q now looking slightly weaker at the bottom of this range, which, in my opinion, is a good sight for the bulls. when it's been the opposite all day and you're starting to see a bit of a flip there. Crude oil is doing some monster moves, 2.6%. How's XOM? Sure, it's doing all right. Oh, yeah. Had a nice gap up into not last Friday, but the Friday before. That high. See if they can hold this market up.
Okay, watch it. Buy now if you can get over 636.31. Watch that level there for if it starts to reverse here. 636.31.
Heard that. Here's the 2%. 30 minutes into this new 4-hour candle. We took out the previous 4-hour candle lows on both. No, not both assets, only ES, not NQ. We are holding the bottom of this 4-hour imbalance. But she just keeps getting slapped.
Tesla's looking beautiful.
Let her cook.
I could see a little high day break coming my way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, move over, little bears.
Especially if SPY Qs stay choppy, the money will just flow into whatever's clean, strong chart.
Exactly, yeah.
Does have that type of feeling, right? And Tesla's one of those names that will detach itself from the market.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll do whatever it wants, but the volume's been looking really juicy like for the last 20 minutes. Looking good. I think my SPY will look good here. Looks like it's setting up nice candle coming here.
Yeah, this looks good. I think we might have finally put in the structure to be able to trade a bit higher now. Been waiting for it. Just slow.
Yeah, slow. It's getting towards power hours in 20
I haven't
minutes.
seen like the crazy aggressiveness step in yet, but she's trying. We'll pop into some of these. I have some equal highs resting on ES at like 64.19. I think we could rebalance to into the close, and then 50% of the New York session is 64.2150. So I don't know. Maybe we get higher than that. Might
I
be
candle
tough.
close above 636.20. I'm going to take a little scalp
Love it.
up through
So
637 target.
let's go. Nice
Yeah, I got a
bounce.
target there too, like 637.18 around there. Looks good.
If we can actually build some structure over the 64.15 here, we'll be like actually building structure to the upside versus what we've been doing, which is just a bounce for another lower high. Well, it should be changing that environment a
Get
bit.
three bottom wicks here on the 15.
We got 4-hour candle too, Emp. Sexy.
SPY should close about $1 higher at least, too, just statistically.
I'm with you.
637 or higher. But it's a weird day, but you use historical data. It takes into account every single day, and based on the action, we should close above 637 at least. Doesn't have to happen, but it's a strong probability. On the other side now, QQQ looks terrible, rejecting
Yep.
or
See how
below.
they flip like that? So weird.
Crazy divergence.
Love it. Oh, they're just taking so long to even barely pop it.
Yep.
Patience.
Yeah. SPY specifically, I want to see us pop that previous low, which is about that 636.20 or so, and hold it. For me, as far as scalping goes, like I'd like to see a minute candle open and close above it, and then I'll take entry. But we had that little double bottom. We lost that, and that's where we're hitting our head right now. So we want to see that confluence flip, that little SR flip first,
Yeah,
and then I'll bite.
agreed. Fixed on 1530.
I'm watching your Microsoft because it was selling and it looks like it's going to start moving up once we can get over this 511.03 and seeing some sweepers coming in as well on the options flow.
Oh, look at that. We hit
Yeah.
that 510.
Yep. Keep watching it.
36.
Keep watching it.
Yeah, so we're sweeping Friday's low there on Microsoft, and then also that once you break that low, you're tapping into a big daily imbalance. So yeah, I really like. I know Microsoft's gotten sold off all day, and we're like, oh, what? It's gonna bounce now? Yeah, in my opinion, yes. Now it has the potential to do it out of this big daily spot. At the end of the day, if bulls want to keep this bullish, it's where they got to hold on a bigger time frame. So definitely expect that to be basically the low for Microsoft. Maybe one more sweep of the low, and then it's wraps. And that will help our assets, especially if Tesla continues to rip into the close. Nvidia. It's taking forever to get it going. Oh, and then Thursday, last day of the month. Expect a little window dressing into the close. That'll be fun. Always a nice big move into the month there. It's going to be interesting, though. On NQ, we really haven't pulled back much from that monthly high we made so far. ES we have. So it seems like it has room to pump into the end of the month. NQ has a lot less room. But see how that goes. Give us a ripper and a close.
Pretty lame session.
Yeah. I did
Yeah,
expect it,
lame
but
today.
doesn't
You
make
got
it.
short this morning. I mean, you could have just rode this thing the entire day, but Boeing's getting a little pop here on some volume.
Let's go.
Boeing
Oh,
is one of those sneaky. I've been just in shares because it's too volatile for me really for the options, but it's sneaky because it's been uptrending for the better part of a few months now off of horrific news catalysts, one after another. Because Boeing tends to, Boeing's a stock I really follow close. They tend to well time out like excess cash on hand, billion dollars here, excess cash here, so many orders stacked up for, that just really great catalyst to get it ripping. And I feel like one is going to be coming soon. Maybe that rip right now was a catalyst. Who knows? That was a
Yeah.
big rip.
Sneaky is
So
the best way to describe BA, though.
yeah,
every time it's making a move, I'm never
it's
on
so
it.
sneaky. Yep.
It's tough.
It's hard to just like buy options a year out and hold because of the volatility. Like for me, I love to just kind of play Boeing shares. But yeah, it's definitely, and once we break over 250 or so, I mean, this one's got a lot of room. Good P ratio. Could do something second half of the year. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure my total P&L trading BA is red.
I wouldn't
Pretty
doubt it.
sure.
It's one of those, yeah, it's one of those stocks.
At least on like one of the other accounts where I was actually like trading on the old brokerage I would use. I know that shit was not looking good.
Okay, Spy's trying here. So let's see if it makes
Yeah, get it poppy. Come
moves.
on. Come on, make that the low for the day.
That's right.
look at NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brainer that one there. You just take it and go. Got those 175s here.
Here we go. Pick
Looks
up
really
this
good.
momentum in the bow hour. Starting to like the longs better because we're actually trying to flip structure here a bit.
Really
I'd like
liking
to
this
see it really
unmet.
rip over this
Keep
15
going.
though. Oh yeah. Yeah, it makes me feel better about that for sure. The close. Chipotle's AI hiring tool is helping it find new workers 75% faster. The fact that we just started using AI to find new workers, that's crazy. Mm. $64.15, 25 trying to push. Highs from 215 here, giving us some trouble. Need to blow through these here. Man.
Ooh, there
Not a
goes the
whole lot of
oh,
efficiency, but
Tampa
she's
SPY.
trying.
Thank you,
Yeah.
SPY. Man, the patience is
Broadcom,
strong. Volume stretching
Tesla's
too on
Still
trying.
the calls
so
too,
Broadcom and
guys.
Nvidia are going.
It's gonna be
What'd
a
you take?
buy-side imbalance, baby. Come on. I'm calling it.
Let's
What'd you
rip it.
take?
I filled the 636 calls on SPY.
Nice.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
honestly.
I understand ones as me. That's good.
The crew's all lined up. Rizzo, did you get your spot or no?
We're in sync here. We're in sync.
No, he didn't.
Damn it. Now we're really playing opposites. All right, 419.
Video,
Coming
let's
up
go.
419.
The little baby's printing now.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, it's ripping.
We're taking out these highs from 215, 216 Eastern. We're pretty, not far from them on NQ, but we're definitely not trading over them right now with ES. So you want to see NQ blow through those highs here. Or else it, well, I hate to say it, but if NQ can't take those highs right now, it might just be chopping to close or a little bit longer. Come on, pick up that momentum. You can do it, NQ. Take out that high. Go ahead, baby girl. Oh, you're so close. If it takes
Nvidia
out this internal high, it'll be making a continuous new 4-hour high. This candle.
Anyone have a target on Nvidia? I have another one here. I want to say 180 this week, but for today, I'd like to see the next target. Right here, 170. 176.25 is next on Nvidia. And then
Yeah.
I see
Oh, wow.
177.25.
Oh, it's funny you have that. I just ran some fibs into the all-time highs from the lows here. And my first like big target zone where we could reverse on Nvidia or like, get a little bit of pullback is that 176.16 and it goes till 176 like 50, that whole area. Definitely a spot to be careful of, but I think I'm with you. It's hard for me to, like when we're at all-time highs and we have no data to the left, but that's why I just sit back and try and rely on fibs best as possible.
Yes, fibs extensions for price discovery, that combination, critical. Oh
What else
yeah, I
can you
agree with
do,
you. There's
really?
nothing you can do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. And really, the best swing trading isn't like trying to predict where something will bounce that's been weak for 3 years. It's been weak for a reason. It's just buying into the strength,
Yeah,
breaking an all time high, coming back down, retesting it, tapping it, and then it rips another 30%. How many times do people think they were too late to Hood last year, too late to SoFi, NVIDIA,
yeah,
and they just kept going,
agreed.
So, yeah.
All right, NQ. Not taking out that internal high with ES quite yet, which is a little sketchy if you're long into close, but it still can. It hasn't given any confirmation for that actually holding, so. I'd like to see this just keep on cruising to the upside into, well, we got 1 hour left, so the next hour. In my opinion, that's the low a day. 4-hour candle low has been put in for 2 p.m. Eastern, but we'll see if I'm wrong. Based off standard deviation, I could see, not by close, I don't see this. Maybe into after hours, NQ could hit that 500, but I would just look for into these internal highs, relative equal highs sitting at 485, 486. It's kind of that general spot. Just again, back to 50% retracement of New York session. It's basically where I think we end up just rebalancing towards here. What is that on NQ? I have it on ES.
Oh, NVIDIA new all-time high.
Oh, baby, a triple.
Broadcom's right there as well.
50% on NQ is 483 the New York session, so I don't really expect too much higher than that. Come on, NQ, take out those highs. Your ticks. Ticks away.
Spy's gonna go. It's getting ready.
I'm not even in a position. I just want to see it go for my ego, to be honest.
Little.
Like I seen the model
No, you're
that I
cheering for the
play, so I
team.
just want to see it play out because it's my model. I'm not even in it. It's just like, getting satisfaction from seeing the process play out. But Clear Edge kept me paid today. Shout out Nara and Gov. Little IB strat short to that IB low off the 50% today. Wasn't bad. It's a quick one too. Wow, you're so close, NQ.
You has been a monster for the last 2 hours. Wow.
Yeah, that thing is stupid. Gosh. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Paper Gains is usually all over that too. I'm sure he was today.
That daily actually looks really good on the curl.
Yes. Right before I jumped, probably about a half hour before I jumped on, actually, I alerted some you a little bit for this week and then 2 weeks out, just because I think that curl up could pop. It already has popped though. So I mean, now I wouldn't necessarily buy, but I think it could definitely curl up and hit that 35, 36 tomorrow, next day.
Let's see. And keep
Man,
getting
Spy's still a
slapped.
trash bag.
Getting slapped right in the area I didn't want to see us get slapped. Yeah, might keep it chopped.
Doesn't help that Apple's making lows too right now. But still waiting for Spy to break that number. I thought I was gonna do it.
Yeah,
But
me
it's
too.
36.29. I thought I was gonna break that 31 cent, but no go yet.
Yeah, they could buy it back up here, but ideally, I mean, we weren't even a full point away on NQ taking that high. We should just be able to take it if this is going to play out. On that 5 minute. I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't have even liked to see that if we were going to go. But Big lack of efficiency today.
All right, I gotta jump and open up stocks on Spaces. Y'all crush it for the last
Oh,
hour.
heard that. Sounds good. Have a good space. I'll see you in a little bit.
Have a good day, everyone.
For the audience,
Okay.
we're gonna be live till what time tonight? Uh, it's like 6 p.m. over on the Wolf Financial. So when market closes here, I'll wrap it up here. But we're just pretty much gonna hop onto stocks on Spaces and then stock picks for the week at 5 p.m. on the Wolf Financial link. So got plenty of spaces running around. End of day here for the audience. We usually have a conversation off the back on this link, but not today. Keeping it chill on the Monday. Yes, right about now.
Close below 635.80 is where I'll cut these puts if we create a lower low on the 5. I mean calls, sorry, not puts, calls.
Oh, you're good.
Brain fart.
You're good. We do that all the time. Yeah, again, just efficiency and price. If this was gonna rip, I mean, it still can. I just would have liked to see it go right then and
Yeah,
there with NQ. No reason it couldn't.
100%. I agree.
But hey, she gave it a shot.
I don't necessarily think it'll dump either. I don't see us losing low a day, but
I don't see it
man,
either. Yeah, we just might not actually go anywhere.
yeah.
But I mean, that's Monday for you. I would say that, I mean, there's a nice move down today. I wasn't on the short side. I wasn't really thinking that way this morning at all, but there was that move down to this big 4-hour imbalance on ES today. So shout out to the people that caught that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was
Nice
a
draw
nice
for the
sell.
day. Yeah. But especially when been doing a bit better these past few weeks, I have no reason showing up on the Monday and not putting any risk on.
Should just took the NVIDIA I was waiting on. I
I
switched to the
know.
SPY. Shit.
Dang. Cooking.
It's all good. It happens.
Yep.
Especially days like today. It's like by the end of the day, you're like, I'm gonna try a little bit here. You get a little frisky almost.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna try a little something.
Gotta remember it is an early week. We
Yep,
got plenty of time.
exactly.
A shitload of opportunity with all the data on earnings. So this whole way down though, today we're generating a lot of potential price targets for longs into the rest of the week. For me, all these stacked lows or highs we created today. Every
Yep.
lower high all the way up to what is this, like that 64.40. Those are all gonna become potential price targets for the long.
Yeah, it feels like we've been drilling. We're down
We're down like
a
nothing, I
point.
know.
Yeah, we're down like 1 point on the SPY. Crazy.
We haven't even hit previous day low of the actual futures contracts on ES or NQ at all. NQ's barely hit 50% retracement of Friday.
It's crazy,
So,
insane.
yeah.
I mean, the market has stayed strong, even the days where you really, I've really expected some sell off, and it's like, nope.
What's funny about it is, like, I have some big imbalances that, at some point when we do sell a bit, I'd like for us to rebalance too. Like this on the weekly on NQ, I have a big spot at like 22,582, literally 1,000 points lower. Literally, we could drop all the way down there. Market would still be completely fine. Nothing changes with it. We're just rebalancing to a spot on the higher time
Yeah,
frame where the bulls need to step in and, you know, get in with it a little bit more. But it's just crazy. We've ripped so far. We could literally tank 1,000 points and everything. Nothing's wrong.
it's crazy. Just the market in general, like there's a disconnect in what, like usually, what how the bond market reacts or how the dollar reacts, cross comparison to tech SPY. Like it's like almost broken a little bit lately.
Oh yeah.
The normal
Just look
indicators
at
we
Tesla.
use, we
This whole
can't
time
use.
we've been ripping. Tesla's just stuck in this consolidation. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
Market loves to toy with us.
I think we're starting to hit a point too where, unless it's major news, Trump has tweeted so much that the market doesn't react the way it did back in April
Oh, we're
and
completely
March.
desensitized to it. Like,
Yeah. Like the EU trade deal, like yeah, we gapped up, we had overnight was, and it just faded. It's just
I mean, the first time he
whole
said
time.
tariff, we
Yeah.
now you say tariff 10 times, and I mean, the market's just doing its thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't really care.
Yeah, I know. Like a couple months ago, a fake news story on tariffs tanked the market like 10%, 2 hours. It's insanity.
I think that's what's crazy too. And I feel like whether you're long term or short term, I feel like even as a short term trader, you don't even notice it. You've been trading throughout it every day. You're like, you don't notice how fast things flipped again. Like,
Yep.
we were just at the tariff bottom. I mean, just there a couple months ago. We were just there trading at generational wealth opportunity levels. And
Yep.
I mean, now we're right here. It's just, it's insane how fast things can change. And that's
Oh
exactly
yeah.
why earlier I was hammering on the audience. I'm like, guys, this is why you have to have cash sitting on the sidelines. Like, prepare yourself when times are good right now and markets at all time highs for that 20-30% dip. I'm not saying I'm like bearish and I think we're going to crash, not at all. But like, the time will come, whether it's 2 years
Yep.
from now, 20, or fucking 2 months. I don't care. Like, it's going to come. And you want to be prepared and have cash on the sidelines when it does, because all I heard during this last dip was, I don't got money to buy it. I don't got no money. Well,
Yep.
look at the prices you left from not having any cash on the sidelines, right? So you got to be
I mean, if you
relentless.
had no money at the end of the bull run we had in 2024,
Right?
I think
Yeah,
it's time to kind of reevaluate your plan and dig into a little bit of education,
exactly.
because you should have some money on the sideline after the last year, or else you're playing way too much zero DT and not enough investing.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
And I get it. There's some people that maybe hadn't been investing at all and they're just
Yeah.
working, and like, totally get it. But I know a lot of you in the audience too, you guys I know a lot of you are young. You can get after it. You got time to spare. A lot of you guys are
Yeah.
anywhere from 19 to like 27 years old. Get after it, baby. Multiple jobs, multiple sources of income. Collect that money. Work hard now so when that dip comes, you take advantage and sit back and collect money.
Yes. Fuck the cars.
Yeah.
Put that money into an account. Absolutely.
You can go buy 20 Lambos after you buy the dip, baby. Like,
Yep. Exactly. I mean,
okay.
even just in, like you said, in April, just the three hottest kind of almost meme stocks, you could say, Hood, Palantir, and Nvidia all have ripped 100%
Boom.
since then. Palantir was down at 90, $80, like just
And
insane.
what's funny is that's taking like, arguably, that's taking like high risk, right? On
Yeah.
those individual kind of more, not meme, but kind of more memey names. You literally could have dumped a bag into SPY, what everybody fucking buys, have no, like,
Yep.
literally have no fear of anything. And I mean,
Exactly.
from any of those weekly lows, even if you bought that first big weekly low at like 490, we rebalanced to. I mean, you're up like 17.5% right now on SPY. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
No financial advisor, no nothing. Just collecting the dip when it comes in, and everybody's freaking out. You know.
Yeah, peak fear is always when to buy. We hit, I think, the historic biggest peak fear ever. I think it was like at a 3 on the CNN poll after that crazy 10% sell day, and that was the bottom.
Yeah.
We were within like 1% of the bottom.
Wow.
When you see that, it's time to buy.
Yeah.
Just always remember that peak fear buy. You know, most wars like that, even back in 2022 when Ukraine, the day Russia bombed Ukraine, that was the low. We popped after that.
Yeah.
That was like essentially the low of the fear of that happening. COVID, we crashed before there was even cases in the US. The low for COVID was like in March 13th. Like it didn't even really hit yet, you know. Peak fear buy.
My gosh.
That's time to buy.
You look at it's too good when you look at a weekly and you look at what COVID really was. The most classic giant liquidity sweep you could ever see. Just
Unbelievable. I wish I had so much more money back then.
I wish I
mean,
just had
oh
the
my
knowledge of
God.
what was happening, because I just
Yes.
didn't understand, like, oh, this is like big money taking advantage of
Yep.
all like I had no idea. I was just getting into everything. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yep.
It's funny too, because you look at those bags from there. From COVID dip to that, what is that? That 2022 high, those bags are already pumped 96%. Then you take it to where we're at right now, 138%, give or take. I mean,
Crazy. And like a lot of people like to say we're in a bubble, but if you put the SPY on a quarterly chart or a 3-month chart and draw a line right through the middle, we're right on trend. Sure, we deviate off it a little bit, and I don't have my chart in front of me. I'll post it in the chat in a minute, but we're not in a bubble per se. Like we really aren't. We're just the one thing that always is going to happen in the market. You're always going to move up, and you're always going to move right on good stocks. So
till it changes.
you know that's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
Not today though. Today you're gonna move sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time too, and like streams, everything else. We're so hyper focused, staring. Anyone listening, you're into stocks. You're listening to streams. You're looking at minute candles. You're doing all this. We forget to like really take a step back and look at the bigger picture because we're so hyper focused on the feeling at hand that day. Back in April, it was like the whole world was ending. Everybody's selling everything. Sell your parents' 401k, all that shit, because we're so hyper focused on the day. But Mr. Joe Schmo down the street with his 401k, unless he's following it, if he's just going to work every day, he didn't even notice.
Yeah.
And he's fine now.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, Poppy. This 4-hour candle is trying its hardest to stay green. Bulls are doing their job and holding it. They're just not.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not momentum for the upset. It might be something in after hours tonight or later into tomorrow, to be honest. Pretty good Monday, though. Great way to set the tone of the week so far. I mean, I like where we're tapping into to start the Monday. So maybe we want to sell off a bit more. I'm interested to see. I just have that previous week 50% retracement sitting at 63.75 on ES. On NQ, it's going to be at 23,292, 200 points lower. You don't have to go there necessarily, but I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it either.
I'd just be more bullish, to be honest. And then we could trade the scalpy downside on the way there.
Yeah. I think we could chop a little bit more tomorrow, and then really people are just waiting to see what the big earnings this week give us. And then, you know, FOMC rate, are we getting a rate cut? You know, like the war, it's like you thought Eli and Trump, it's like the War of the Roses with J Powell and Trump. It's insanity.
Did you watch the video of him going to the reserve?
Yes, I did.
That was funny as hell. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I love
He
how they're
doesn't
just
split. I
standing
give
next
J
to each
Powell credit.
other, and Jay Powell's just like in his head, like, no, that's not what's going on. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God. Just he doesn't. He's tenacious. He doesn't back down. Trump is trying to just get
I
him
know
out of
Trump
there,
tries
and
to
he's
push
just
him
like,
around, and Powell doesn't really let it happen. I like it. It's cool.
it's
Powell
hilarious.
stands his ground
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I'm looking to buy another home. This and that. I wouldn't mind a 3% rate cut. Give it to me.
Yeah.
But like
Fuck yeah.
overall,
I agree.
it is what it is.
Too late,
So
pal. It's too late to cut rates. Have to fire him.
yeah, I think Trump's team too is they're trying to purposely tank the dollar. So
Oh yeah.
I believe that's their strategy.
Almost at the halfway mark for Power Hour here. See what MOC brings. I'm guessing it's buy side with the big higher time frame areas we're tapping into and holding up at the lows, but who knows? Could be a sell side. Regardless, I imagine it's small on this Monday with not a whole lot of high impact news. What's the volume like too? I haven't even looked at that all day. Assume it's lower. Yeah. A little over half the average. Pretty low. Again, the consolidation in this area, beautiful. Points of confluence were there for potential longs, but it's one of these where it's just taken so long that, to me, it might not even go. Some of the individuals still going. Microsoft definitely stopped going down, but no real rip. Tesla too, just sideways, not really getting any big ripper going. Nvidia too.
Yeah, it's chopping up everywhere.
That's all right.
What was that Palantir dip today? That must have been news.
There was I forgot what it was. Our buddy read it out earlier. It was something about other companies doing something that affected them. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Couple big candles on Google here. That's one that already had earnings, so keep an eye on Google, guys. That's one because I really don't like to trade uh I'm not trading Apple this week until after earnings because I don't want to pay 3 times more for a contract that's going to get a third of the price action volatility. I tend to not trade the tickers at least weeklies. I don't want to trade weekly apples this week,
Yeah.
but Google's already through earnings, so that's what I'm definitely playing.
Oh, this is what it was. It said Defense Department is testing artificial intelligence to reduce reliance on various vendors like Palantir. So it's dropping on that a few hours ago. Kathy Woods, ARK bought the dip. She's betting on Tesla long term even after a Q2 miss, and Elon's warning of rough quarters ahead as EV incentives shrink. ARK double K, ARK Q, ARK W bought 143,000 shares combined. Damn.
Wow.
All right, Kathy.
Single-handedly holding up the stock right
I
now.
know. Well, everybody just has their algos tied to what she's doing and just
Yeah,
automatically buys when she does, even though she probably
exactly.
did that a week ago, but
Hood had a nice little curl today too. The 4-hour daily on Hood looks kind of interesting too. So into tomorrow, Hood, Unity, these stocks that had a nice day today after a little bit of pullback last week and have that little almost like an upside down lowercase h pattern is the easiest way to describe it. Those could get nice little bids. We could see 110 on Hood, 37 or so on Unity. These could continue here. We'll see what happens, but I like the curl.
well, especially with those names that have been going crazy like a Palantir or a Hood. I think especially like the week going into the earnings like this week, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely can see some rip in price action. Especially I would expect that. Like, I mean, not bearish on Hood or any of these names that we're talking about, but we've ripped a lot going into earnings.
Yeah.
I would kind of expect some sort of maybe profit taking or dip to come on that on something like Hood. So, a little pre-earnings run up would kind of follow suit in that, I feel like, but you never know.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Palantir is going to get some pullback. It's just I love the company, but I just think it seems kind of heavy for the last couple weeks. We'll see Palantir like just drill off market open. I've seen that a lot the last couple weeks. So
Yeah.
for me, that's just something that I'm definitely taking note of. I'm seeing the bears jump into it really quickly if it looks a little bit weak for day trading every day. So, I mean, we'll see what that means, but I don't know, it had a higher high this week, so it pushed 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but we'll see. That's the one I'm not interested in kind of investing to the upside anymore right here. I need to see what it's going to do next earnings.
It's a great stock and it's been killing it. But hard for me to be like, yeah, Palantir,
Hmm.
$156. I love that. Yeah.
Insane.
Like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
It's
It starts to give
crazy.
me like Carvana vibes of 5 years ago. It's just
Oh
terrifying. I mean,
gosh.
speaking of Carvana, the last Jesus, that
I had
one
to
has
call it
been
quits with
crazy too.
Carvana. I shorted the fuck out of Carvana over and over. I was making so much money, and then not this last earnings, but that it was the earnings that turned everything around for it. Like, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
6 months ago or something, a year ago, forget exactly, but I got smashed on that earnings because I was in swings, and that cooked me. Still
Yeah.
came out green overall trading that name, but that one got me pretty good. I haven't traded it ever since.
Oh, I've got a couple like that. AMD comes to mind very quickly.
Some of these names, yeah, I'll like kill it on, and then I take that one like nasty loss,
Hmm.
and I just leave it alone. I'm also just so focused on futures now, I could care less. But
Yeah.
all right, 30-minute mark and 8. 4-hour candles just doji, straight doji.
Yeah, it's just
Nada.
horrible. Target's been a little bit choppy, but it's been like kind of chopping its way higher and higher, and it looks like it wants to probably break into a new high. Like I could see Target. I want to make sure there's not earnings this week, so 1 second, guys. But I don't mind if anyone's looking for like a little short-term trade because we're holding like that 106 area today. I do like this for a play up to like 112. So maybe a couple weeks out, you get like the monthlies for August, and small positions of course, but like the August 15th target, I don't hate that. It's been getting these every time it's had these little pullbacks, it's been getting really strong pops each time. um at first it looked like it was kind of a bear flag forming, but I think it's kind of broke past that point. Only thing that worries me about Target is just the tariff news. Just
Yeah, because the
anything
retail
negative
names,
China.
yeah,
Yeah.
can get hit a lot harder.
Yeah, I just like it's tough to like really invest into those companies that I feel are the most exposed
Hmm.
when it comes to China in particular. It's just tough. It's tough.
Target's another name I haven't traded in forever. I made literally last time I traded it, it was on an earnings like a year and a half ago or something. I made 700% on options, which is like one of the biggest
Ridiculous.
options plays I made, and I have never traded it since.
Nice.
So many of those
I was
names for me.
actually I was actually a Target bear, very vocal Target bear over the last year. I shorted the shit out of it. I just felt like they lost their identity. Everything Target represents, you can get somewhere else for better.
Yeah.
cheaper at Walmart. The food's
Well, we
better at
definitely
Trader
had that
Joe's.
era where it went through that very woke era,
Yeah,
and
cancel
it
culture
took
too.
some heat. Yeah.
Yep. But like it just in general, what is Target? I mean, because it's not the middle class. I'm the middle class mom. Okay. It's not the middle class mom. I prefer to order. They don't keep anything in stock when it comes to like clothing and shit. And for the food, I'm going to Trader Joe's. I'm going to
Yeah.
those type of places. And I'm not going to get my paper towels there because I pay 3 times more and I have to drive. Like it's just got no identity, in my opinion. I don't know.
My mom
I
was
don't
a
know.
Kohl's Cash mom.
Yeah. I love the Kohl's Cash still. I've got one right down the street.
Oh gosh, so many of my school clothes would come from Kohl's Cash over the
Hey, at least
years.
they were name brand. You got some Nike and
Damn right. Yeah.
Levi's.
Save some money over there. Shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So like just in general, that was one that I still expect to have lower lows, but I just think that like for a little trade, it could be one that could pop over the next couple days.
Hmm. This is a dreadful range, boy.
Wow. Yeah, I can't justify trying it again until we now it's got to get over like 630, 630, 650. But then we're getting kind of close to VWAP where you would expect it to hit its head this time of day.
Yeah, and risk to
It's just
reward
tough.
is
It's just
tough.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the time for the years of trading, I've realized just for the audience, it's not really about like catching the huge moves or like fucking being
Yeah.
perfect all the time. It's about these days where you get this type of price action, just don't blow yourself up. Like literally, I feel like so many people would survive in the market a lot longer if they just removed days like this getting chopped up and going back and forth constantly. Because like most people I see, it's not their consistency that's bad. It's not their strategy. It's just like they have that one day that just ruins them. And that just tells me, you can't walk away from the computer with red on the screen, which you got to be able to do. That's why too. Most of the time, guys, you'll hear me. It's like max 2 trades per day. Most of the
Yeah.
time, though, if I take one loss, I'll just wrap it up there because I know every single time I've looked back at my P&L and had a day where I've taken, more than 2 losses or more than one loss, I guess, I would sit back and say, I wish I didn't trade after that first loss.
Oh, for sure. Give it all
Repeatedly, like,
back.
yeah, over
Yep.
and over. It's like, wow, if I just stopped after that first loss, like I'd be so much farther in where I
Oh,
want to be.
yeah. When I
And
tell
so a lot of the
newer
time I just do that.
Yep, newer traders that are struggling when we kind of go over things and look at most of the time, and you guys could all check this. Most of the time, you're going to see that you're winning more trades than you're losing. First of all, if you go back and really look at your winners and your losers, you're probably got a better than a 50% win rate, and your risk
Yeah.
reward is just jacked up and upside down. And most of your losses, if you're day trading, are probably coming between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. You're forcing trades during lunch. Like those two
Yeah.
things, like kill new traders. Kill.
Agreed. Something that helped me was like I got in the mindset of literally trading like I'm at a hedge fund in the terms of like sitting there acting like my boss is over my shoulder watching my every move, even though like there is no boss. But it's like imagine there is. You need that because you're your own boss, and most people can't be their own boss in this game. It's
Yeah,
it's difficult. You have to be real and honest with yourself at all times, and
absolutely.
that's why like I would sit back and be like, well, would I do this if my mentor was watching me, or if like I had a boss and they were watching me? I probably wouldn't. So maybe I shouldn't do that.
Oh,
Type of
for
thing.
sure. For sure. And and everybody listening, you guys hear everybody, we all say it's 90% mental, of course. But within that, the reality is it's very personal. If you're like I tell people this a lot too. If you're the type of person that kind of struggles with like being honest about like your good qualities and your bad qualities or this or that, you're
Gonna
probably going to
struggle.
struggle in trading too
Yeah.
because you're not going to be aware of your triggers that cause you to make bad trades. Because we're all worked into your personality. If you're a type A FOMO type person that's very vocal, maybe a little confrontational, maybe like me, a little know it all, whatever it might be, confident, you're probably going to hold losers too deep because you think it's going to work out. I can't be wrong. This trade, that trade, whatever. Whereas like a
You are
type,
describing me on
yes.
how I was. It's so funny.
Whereas you got like the type B, little like second guess yourself or, kind of quiet, like, oh my God, I would never unmute and talk on a stream, that type of person. You might be the one that constantly second guesses your entry and ends up missing the trade or constantly cutting your wins at like 10% when it goes to 40% because you don't have a confidence in it playing out. Like it's very, very personal and individual to everybody.
Yep, it's you versus you.
Yep.
It's funny when you
Absolutely.
realize the market is just a mirror showing you all your worst flaws
Flaws.
and your
Oh,
biggest just fuck ups constantly. It's not it's the market doesn't even know
yes.
you exist. It's just showing you what's wrong with you and like it's hard because you have to build off that. You have to literally sit there and be like, okay, not only like am I fucking up, but I have to accept that I suck at this and
Yep.
I'm wrong here and this is my personality for this and you have to build off of that, which is it's difficult.
Yeah, it's
It's why
very
it takes
hard.
time, guys. It's why you can't rush this shit. I mean, it's been 5 years of me in this market, and like, obviously, I've had success earlier than the 5 years, but I'll tell you for sure, like, I haven't truly gotten to the place of like, I don't know, where I feel like more of a professional in what I'm doing than the past 6 months, a year.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
completely honest, it's
Like
taken
18
that
months for
long,
me. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yep. 2024 into 2025, some of 2023, but yeah, like really dialing it in where because you want to 68% of trades are done by computers, so we want to be the computer. We want to have it so rigid and vigorous and by the book that we are the computer and emotions are, which is impossible. Like I make a formula, I say we have a 20% FOMO factor. Like 20% of our trades, because we're human beings, no matter what, are going to be shitty trades. Like this spy I just took. I didn't really wait for confirmation. It's been a shitty day, want to take a trade. So with that other 80%, it's like you want to be, that's why for me, it's about fibs. It's about midpoint, 50% retracement. And it's about like clearing out liquidity and breaking back into zones because that's what the computers are trading. I want to trade like them because they're just programmed to look at the numbers, the math, the statistics. So if I can focus everything on my actions on all of that, hopefully I can curtail the FOMO type A, make stupid decisions part of my personality. Like, and when I combined it, everything I do that's by the book and super rigid and structured and numerical, that's going to be what counterbalances the part of me that wants to put 100K into a trade simply because I'm that confident it's going to go up and I want to hit the home run. Instead of, I could put that in, but I'm still only putting $2,000 into a trade. I have to
Hmm.
have that rigid no matter what, or I won't last. It's hard.
Yeah, that's so true.
So damn hard.
Yeah.
Okay, hello, just ripped. This is one I've been in for a little bit. Man,
I've
this
been hearing
thing
that name for the past 2 weeks constantly, so I know it's been fucking doing some
crazy.
numbers.
Yeah, it just broke this cup and handle and then just made, now I think we're officially in some price discovery. It's just been on such a tear you can't justify taking it now, but it just ripped the last few minutes. Yeah, it's tough, guys. Like if it seems too good to be true, it's probably not true when you're like kind of trying to find your way in the
Yeah.
trading world, you know.
Yeah. Oh gosh, they are keeping it in this range. No end of day rippy rip? Come on. Come on,
Such
MFC. Pick it
bad.
up the last little bit. I want to see something spicy into the Monday close. But that's more. It's probably more something for Thursday, end of month.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the next couple days and be a little rough. And then once we've got the FOMC hammer, it's going to, because if we look at the last three FOMC slash big cap earnings, so we get for a year, horrible price action, just
Yeah.
horrible that week.
That's why too Thursday, it's like all after all that, and then it's the end of the month. I'll be looking for that end of day ripper if we get it. I mean, it's just we've got it every month for the past like 6 months. I'm just gonna keep looking for it if it's there, but
Yep.
you never know. Maybe one of these times it's a sell-off instead. Who knows?
Play it till it proves you otherwise, you know. Go with
Exactly.
the math tells you you've got, if it's done at 6 times or you have 100% hit rate, or you know, so until that changes, you go with it, you know. So
Yeah. That's my whole trading right there.
rinse and repeat.
Ooh.
And then when I like get like, because I've got that, oh, I want to trade, I do literally do something else, whether it's like stupid fantasy, put something to like not trade. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm that impulsive trader. Pretty much probably everybody listening on that stream that's like the impulsive, like, oh, and I chased in 5 minutes late, I bought at the top, I tried to follow alert, you know,
Oh
and then
yeah.
it tanked. Like I was all those things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It
Me
makes me
too.
shudder.
I just lost enough money doing it that I
Yeah.
was like, I physically can't do this anymore. Like I'm losing money I can't even afford to lose doing this shit. I gotta stop, you know?
Yep.
You either start following rules or that happens, honestly.
Exactly.
And I don't really
Exactly.
think there's too many people that just outright start following rules and don't fuck it up a few times, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
You gotta screw it up to learn.
Oh, 100%. And start small. Like even if you have the money to trade more, if you can't balance a $5,000 account, you're not going to be able to balance a $50,000 account. You know, like get consistent burst with with a smaller amount is always my suggestion.
I hope people just learn from me because I did it. I did that. I got the 30 G's and threw it into my brokerage account and blew 22 of it in
Yep.
one day. Like I did it all. I don't like
Oh yeah.
learn from my mistake that it's
Yep.
you're not gonna show up in this
Oh,
game and just
absolutely.
kill it. Like unless you get that beginner's luck, which is even worse. That's what
Oh
happened to me
yeah.
too. I got that beginner's luck. The first week I was trading a live like 30K account, Amma Jamma. I made like $1,400 in I only traded 3 days of the week. And I was like, oh, it's like
You're
this. Next
unstoppable.
week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Next week I just fumbled it all.
Oh yeah.
That's
I remember back in 2021 when Donald Trump, when it was called DWAC and Fun, PHUN, these things like
oh
ripped.
yeah, I
Oh my
remember
God.
the
I
rip in
made
there.
I made like $72,000. Okay. The next day, I lost 68,000 of it on zero DT spy.
Yup. Bye
Like,
bye.
yeah, yeah. Bye. It's gone.
And it sucks because
Yep.
especially in the beginning, you have some sort of like it's almost like it's only on your side, not the market side, but you have this somewhat of a relationship with the market where you
Mhm.
think it cares about you, and you
Oh,
think
yeah.
like you and the market are kind of buddies, and you realize very quickly that's not the case. Market doesn't know us, doesn't care.
Yep.
We'll take all of our money and take more and more and more and more. Like,
Endless taking. Yep.
yeah. I think that was so hard for me in the beginning to understand, and it's so obvious and simple,
Yep.
but it's for some reason, I don't know why us humans, we try and think that, hey, this market's here to like help us and work for us.
Yeah.
It's not the case. I really don't know why I got so stuck in that mindset, to be honest. I couldn't sit here and tell you a good reason. It's just you think you're better, and I don't know, you think you know what's going on or whatever it is.
Oh, for sure. Because most people that day trade too, they're analytical person. They vibe with numbers, these type of things. And the thing I really learned early is there's no such thing as it has to come down here or it has to go up here.
No.
There's no such thing. It will like look at a stock like Neo. It will hemorrhage for years. There's no has to in it. Like that's the other one for me. Like, really, what clicked for me with swing trading in particular was not looking for bottom feeders that I feel like I'm going to get that great entry. It's going to rip 20 bags
Yeah.
because there's a reason it's a bottom feeder. Unless the whole market is weak, there's a reason it's sitting down there.
That's the
When,
thing too that I never looked at in the
yeah,
beginning, and this is just simple stuff. But again, unless somebody like tells you in the beginning, you don't
yeah,
realize it. But that simple thing, I'd be trying to invest in a stock that's literally at its 52-week lows while the
yeah,
market's trading at all-time highs. What am I doing? Like,
yep,
yeah, you might be trying to like pick opportunity in places that money's not really rolled into yet. But for the most part, like that's a dumb idea,
yep.
right? When the total market is flying and you're trying to invest in the one company that's shitting. Like
Exactly, exactly.
it's
And
tough.
if it's the whole sector that's fine. Identify the best, something like
Yeah, yeah.
Rocket Lab, whatever, shit like that. But identify the best ones in that sector. China stocks have been hammered. Find some good ones. Baba's a good one. Neo, not so much. Shit like that. And that's exactly it. It's so hard to get with the base hits over home runs. And for me, the base hit of something that has been very strong, had a decent pullback, and it's ready to rip some more. You're going to be some more successful 10 out of 10 times doing that versus 52-week lows, 80% gap downs, whatever it might be. There's a reason it's down that far. The algos, first of all, aren't picking it up. We're not seeing spiking volume coming in because we need the volume first. Once I see the volume, then I might be interested and we break trend. But till then, because there's a reason it's down there. There's a reason the market makers aren't buying it. There's a reason the algos aren't chirping and picking it up. Like I always have to remember that because I want the home run. That's just my personality. So
Totally agree. Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to balance that.
Casey,
That
you here this afternoon? I don't know if Casey's here. He might be just
Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
I'm
what's
in the
up?
gym. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm in the gym right now.
Solid. Good stuff.
howdy.
What's up? What's up? Jordan, you take any trades
Dude,
last
I
little
haven't
bit?
done anything, but my bot caught it shorted
It
ES.
caught the short early on the previous day
Yeah.
high back test and rejection. I remember that
Yeah,
happening and you
baby.
calling it out.
Beautiful. I didn't do anything,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the bot shorted at 64.29.25. It got out at 64.24.25. So a little scalpy scalp. I had 17 MES short, so it was a decent pair. Not bad. A few $100. I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
But I just to be honest, I haven't seen a single thing that I'm like, I'd take that, except for, well, we did have one setup that I said I would have taken if it was in the morning time, but I mean this time of day on a Monday I can't do it. I know I'll lose and I would have lost, so I'm just chilling, but happy to make some money off the automation. I know it's not me doing it, so don't give me the creds, give Clear Edge and Nara the creds, but I'll take it. It's money in my pocket. Here's Yes trying to do a little something into the close. We got these previous highs. We kept under on what is this? Right into power hour there. We sold off from. Maybe we try and break above these into the close. Maybe we just reject and go sideways the rest of the time. Any spreads today, Casey? Or no, because Monday.
No. That's nothing on Monday for
Yeah,
spreads, but I mean, I haven't really been doing the 0 DTEs just too much. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more like calendar spreads, taking advantage on some of those, but
I like that better,
just
honestly.
focusing. Yeah, the calendar spreads, you get, I think overall versus the zero DTE credit spreads, one, they're a lot less riskier just because of, crazy candles or news candles that can drop at any point in time. They're not going to be as juiced on the deltas and the premiums. So, get a zero DTE credit spread to go minus 300% in a matter of like 15 minutes. The calendar spreads, they're more of a back burner, kind of trade, and you have a limited risk, but you have an unlimited reward. And it's just a slow burner in the background for a week or so, just collecting premium. So I'm gonna do that more often, but now I've been focusing on the small account. So I took that SPY trade for the puts this morning and closed it up for some profit, and I haven't taken a trade in 4 hours.
Let's go. Love it.
Just hanging out, locked in a lot of the profit on the Nike call swings for like 60-70% this morning at the open. I think the runners are still up like 45-50%. It was honestly, it was a pretty laid back, easy day because the swings paid.
NQ not quite taking out these power hour highs, but ES tapped into them right here. The problem is if we're rejecting them on ES and we can't hit them on NQ, this can sell again. Right back to where we came from. Stay in this range. If we're gonna rip into close, NQ should just take this high, in my opinion. Relative equal highs from earlier, 470.
Yeah, we've been in like a 60-cent range for 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Ticker EL is still looking very, very good.
EL?
Yeah.
What's this? Estee Lauder.
Yeah. So it got a nice weekly reversal.
It's fucking
Back
ripping,
above,
Casey. Ooh.
back above the moving averages. The daily, it's been cruising for a minute on the daily, and the chart on the higher time frame still looks good. I mean, on the daily, you look at it since, the last 2 months, the stock is, about to be up 100%, going from 48 to almost like, it's at 93 right now. But you zoom out on the monthly, like this thing was beaten down. It was a lot higher. It's got potential still to continue for the upside. Weekly looks good for, you got some resistance right here, but weekly still looking good for a move closer up to,
Looks
100
fantastic.
to 102. Yeah, I really like this name
Higher
for
lows.
continuation upside.
It broke the sell-off on the weekly, like you're saying. It's higher, even though it had that big rip already. It's got higher highs now, so it actually finally broke the trend. So
Yeah,
very nice.
like you could, I wouldn't be surprised if, even if it does, pull back and give a retest back around $85. You could see this name going back up to about 120, 125 in the
Oh,
next
yeah.
few, weeks or months to come. So potentially some leaps over on this name, I think, could be pretty decent
Dude,
trade.
I don't know this name,
I
but
love
just
it.
looking at it on the monthly, I do like it for what you're saying. I would even, like you
Right?
said, a dip to 85. So this week when we close up this week, we'll have this big imbalance below us. The next week opens up. If we wanted to tap into that, which would be 80.40, I would look for that to hold. And then, technically I can run standard deviations just on a monthly, so it's big as fuck. But like that takes us to those recent monthly highs, which is from March, which is 153.50. So
Right. Dude, there's some
I'm not saying it's
opportunity
gonna
on
go
this name.
straight there. You could expect a dip to that spot we just triggered the long at on the
Yeah.
monthly, but this could, like you say, be a good little longer term,
Oh,
not like
yeah.
long investment, but you know what I mean, like a longer term swing trade type of leap play or
Yeah.
something. I actually like it. I don't know the company, but just from the
Estee,
charts,
how do
I
you
do like
not
it.
know Estee? I'm old, though. I'm old.
I'm
Late
22,
30s into
remember?
40
Okay.
is old. I know.
I was born in 2002, let's remember.
Oh my God. That's
I'm a
Think
baby.
crazy.
think about this, Jordan, though. Like you're talking about like 150, right?
Mm-hmm.
So January 2027, right? So well over a year from now, right? These contracts, they're $500 right now a piece. And just from previous session, those contracts were around just under 400. And then, today, I mean, they're popping up close to 5. So just in, this one good solid trend day from, how much is it up today? It's up like 3%, something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, you're getting $100 per contract gain on a 3% move, and it's going from 90 to 93. I mean, could you imagine having over a year of time on these leaps? And even if it only goes to 125, 130, I mean, those 150s for 2027, I mean, those things would
Massive.
be, yeah. I mean, and look at and again, the monthly chart. This name it does have potential to get back up to the 150, 160 area over time. And I think January 2027, I mean, that can be
The
an
volume on
amazing,
that monthly. Look at the uptick in volume ever since we kind of broke that structure. Once it breaks over that low point from November 2023, right when we hit that and had that pop, it's just been uptick in volume too. So the buyers are starting to come in. That volume shelf is coming in. Just very nice. I like this chart. I might have to take a play on it.
yeah.
It's a nice one.
I'm looking at the quarterly chart as well. The quarterly chart, very strong hammer candle there off the lows and reclaiming the
Yep.
200.
Clean setup. Very nice.
Making new high a day. It's popping up right here. There's a 93 break. Beautiful chart today.
Oh my gosh, I have too many accounts. Fuck. Well, we're slow grinding higher. NQ and ES to take out those two, about 3 o'clock highs Eastern. Looking good. Looks like she might want to close towards that 50% retracement. 64.2150 on ES, 483 on NQ. Pretty much what I wanted. Just took a while, but exactly what I wanted. I'm glad I didn't even think upside until that imbalance got tapped in today. There they go. Yes, looking stronger now. Oh shit, MOC did come out. I missed it. Not big though, tiny. Not as tiny as it's been on the past few Mondays, but S&P was a 622 million to the buy side. Nasdaq was 638 million to the buy side. Dow 30, 277. Mag 7, 400 million. Buy side like I thought, which is no surprise. I mean, when you sell off all morning and you're sitting in a giant, the spot that the bulls need to hold, it makes perfect sense that it's buy side imbalance. Question is, based off what we've seen at the lows here, what can we do going into tomorrow? Well, I'll tell you. If we get a change in the state to the upside here into the close, which for me is just going to be a 15-minute close above this last series of down close candles that swept liquidity at the lows here, that made the low a day, which we're getting over right now. 15-minute close will be over 420.50, 64.20.50 on ES. If we get that, I can run standard deviation, which takes us to 64.46.25, 64.50 area. So that's what I'd be expecting into tomorrow, into our overnight highs that we had from this morning that never got mitigated.
For me,
I would imagine
we
Rizzo
didn't.
buys it up. What's up?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm done.
For me, we didn't quite hold the 33.65. We're at 33.63 on you, but I think Unity calls into tomorrow. So sorry about the dogs, guys.
Oh, you're
Calls
fine.
for next week or August 15th, couple weeks out, could pay good.
Love it. I'll give you a little tip too. I think should work on your phone. If you're on an iPhone, you should be able to swipe down on the top right, and then it says X controls, and you can do voice isolation. You can like pick all the different microphone settings. Voice isolation is really cool because like our boy Knots, that's up here all the time. He has dogs too that are always barking, but we never hear him because he's just on voice isolation.
I
So there's always
think
that too. But
I
it's
think I
really
have mine
not needed.
on. I think it was when I'm talking, it picks up the dogs
Yeah,
too.
it's not a
Yeah.
big deal. Really, don't worry
All
about
right.
it too much.
Sorry about that though.
Nah, you're fine. Shit, the DOGs want to trade too. I gotta let them trade too. It's funny. Knott's dog will come up and like lay on his keyboard, and he'll accidentally like enter positions when he wasn't
Oh,
looking to because he's dog
my
out.
puppy too. Like
Yeah,
she sleeps behind me at my desk on my chair where I can't even sit back, and then she tries to get on top of the desk constantly. It's just
you're like,
insane.
no, that's ES, not MES.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh gosh, funny stuff.
Yeah, so that's what I like. I like you maybe 815s, obviously if it doesn't work out and we end up down at like 32.30, you're probably being down at least 50%. So it's definitely a lotto type play. But I do think it get a little pop here into tomorrow. That's one I do like. Unfortunately, with FOMC and all these big cap earnings, everything is so contingent on the rest of the market right now. Either way, it's elevated risk, but that's one I do like for a short-term trade. And then Nike, of course, to really start
Nike.
pushing.
Yeah, like
Whoa, Nvidia.
oh, is she
Whoa,
turning it on?
180
Send
full flow
it.
feed orders just came in. 180 calls
Oh,
for
it's
August 1st,
turning it
2025.
on.
They're rolling through here into the close.
Send
It's
it.
ripping.
She getting excited.
I had to come back and take a little victory lap.
Oh yeah,
We held. We're
you
like
held
30
that
cents a
shit,
little bit
huh?
longer.
Damn right.
Where's TJ in the Discord? He alerted these lottos earlier for $80. Now we're at 120.
TJ the goat.
Let's go,
Nice.
TJ.
All right, well, overnight into tomorrow, I want to see 64.46. Yes, Asia low basically from last night. Let's run it. London high. Never saw
I
those
put
today. Reminder: we never
Only,
saw those levels. So
only 35 cents from going green on SPY.
I put the EL chart at the top of Spaces. This is a screenshot of the chart from last night, from the Sunday night live session, where I was covering the top charts for the week. But that is the weekly chart on EL. You'll see it was at 90.4 and now it's at 93. But it had a weekly falling wedge breakout right there off that volume point of control. It was perfect. And then that resistance I was talking about just above around 102, 103. Get a move up there. It might give a pullback after that to that 80, 85 area me and Jordan were just talking about, and potentially put in a higher low at that point, and then be a good entry there, go back up. Once it gets to breaking base over that 103, I mean, you'll see that next big volume block up there, it's around 145, 146. So it does have that potential over a long period of time to work its way up there. So just keep up with that chart.
love it, Casey. Somebody in the chat asked, 2 trades a day, question mark. Hypothetically, if your buying power for the day is 10 Gs, are you spending all 10K on those 2 trades? I like to put around
Fuck
10% of
no.
my buying power into each order. Absolutely not. No. $10,000, especially if I'm trading futures. If I'm taking 2 trades on the day, I'll tell you what I'd risk if it was a $10,000 account. Give me a second.
5 to 10% is my rule. 5 to 10% is my rule. You should never be using your entire account's buying power in a single day of trading.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd be probably risking $500 to $1,000 a trade with a $10,000 account to start until I get
There you go.
a little
5
bit
to
of a buffer.
10%.
And then you're doing, yeah, exactly, 5 to 10%. And then, you know, if
Yep.
you're doing at least a 1 to 1.5, a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio on that within 2 to 3 weeks, you now have a few $1,000 buffer that you're able to now put on a little more size and just keep doing 5 to 10% of whatever your total value is. So yeah, long story short, there's no way I'm putting in the full 10K
Yeah.
on the 2 plays. But it
If-
also, I would say it depends on what I'm trading. Like, I definitely had opportunities in my options account last year where, like, you know, I was spread out in different plays, but I had my full account allocated towards positions. So it really depends on the trading I'm doing. In my options account, I feel like I'm a little more willing to throw a lot more money towards it. But that's also because it's not like my options account, for instance, is not this account that I'm sitting there like trying to build continuously. Like, that's an account that I keep at the same amount, and it's like whatever I make, I just withdraw. Like, I'm not necessarily compounding it. So I think it's just a little different. What's up, Zach?
I said I wanted SPY to close green at 637. It stopped, what, 16 cents short, 6 cents short?
Yeah, little bitch.
But I caught the long on NQ from 460 to
Let's go.
right here. So data wins again. Even
Dude,
though
me
it
and you were
was,
on the same page too. This one, I remember you're like, dude, why? Like, I don't have much reason to be bearish in this area, and I'm like, I'm fucking same way, man. I
we
don't see
never
it.
even went red today. We never even filled the gap on NASDAQ.
Wait, we filled the Sunday gap, didn't we?
Not based on closing price. Go to NDX chart.
Ah, that's what. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, NDX definitely did. Yeah, I see you. We didn't hit the opening price, or closing.
Sorry, I gotta jump back to my other ear here.
No worries, you're good. We're gonna wrap up here, but ladies and gents, what a phenomenal Monday. I
Thanks,
didn't
everybody.
do much. Caught a little trade on the bot. Amma Jamma, I appreciate you coming on. You're always
Cheers.
welcome here. I want you to know. So feel free to pop on anytime.
Appreciate you. Thanks, everybody.
Oh yeah. Have a great one. Make sure if you're in the audience, you're following Amma Jamma, Casey, Emp, Rizzo, my personal account up here, the Wolf Trading account. Of course, we just hit. It's crazy. I keep saying this because we just keep hitting milestones. The other day we hit 15K. We're about to hit 18K on the Wolf Trading account. Big shout
Oh,
out
let's go to
to the
20
whole
this
crew.
week.
Let's go to
Come
20
on.
this week, baby, or else we're not getting on
Yeah.
Spaces anymore. All right.
Yeah.
Jokes, but yeah, just appreciate the crew, and let's have a great week with all the craziness, man. Let's capitalize. So I love y'all. We are gonna stay live on Stocks on Spaces, so Emp will be live there. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then 5 o'clock Eastern, we're gonna do stock picks on the Wolf Financial League. So make sure you are checking that out if you guys want more Spaces content. And yeah, enjoy the day, guys. We'll see you later. We'll see you dark and early, as me and Emp like to say. It's gonna be the Futures Trading and Education Show, early AM, 8 a.m. Eastern. So we'll see everybody then. And yeah, have a great night. Let's prepare for the rest of the week, baby. Peace out.
Later, guys. Have a good evening.
Later, Casey. Love you, brother.
Love you guys.